welcome to television production at College Street Vocational Center. I'm Brittany Glaser, or Brittany Felder as your roster might say, and I am so excited to be your instructor. We've got several fun things to cover, but let's get things going first with a quick classroom tour. This is truly one of my favorite places in the world to be, and I certainly hope you'll feel the same love for this creative space. Come on in. Each student will have a custom-built classroom computer that can power our editing program, Adobe Premiere Pro. There are a couple of ways we'll be keeping these workspaces as germ-free and safe as possible. That will be done by seating students at every other computer, well exceeding the 6 feet distancing guidelines. Before you sit down, you can rest assured that the keyboards, computer mouse, and table have all been sanitized, and each student will play their own part in wiping down their space at the end of class. To the back of the classroom, you'll see our Flex Studio space. This is where we will record shows and make some TV magic. You'll see just one anchor or host chair behind the desk at this time, but as we hopefully move out of COVID phases this school year, we will be able to add in multi-anchor shows. This is our psych wall or green screen, where we'll be creating some cool special effects videos. This space is large, which will allow us to work in small groups while also distancing appropriately. This room here that looks a bit like NASA's Mission Control is our state-of-the-art control room. This space will still be utilized, just with very small groups following face covering and distancing standards. Here's our audio booth where we record dialogue for short films, reporter tracks for news stories, and even do a little rapping from time to time. This space will be one student at a time for the foreseeable future. So that's our classroom. Now let's talk about what will happen as soon as you walk through these doors each day. The first step is to get your temperature taken with this touchless thermometer. As long as it's below 99.8 degrees, you can proceed with the next step, which is getting 2 pumps of hand sanitizer. From there, you will put your backpack on a classroom hook and get the supplies you need to start this class period. Next, you'll head to your assigned seat. Yes, seating is assigned this year as a way to ensure we're distancing and minimizing cross-contamination between student groups. Our custodians will also be sanitizing classrooms multiple times a week at the end of the school day by using a hydrostatic sprayer. Now to how I run this class. I'm all about routine and clear expectations to keep things simple and moving along. With this year's class time being more limited in person, we must all commit to being intentional from the moment class starts until the moment it ends. The rundown in here is pretty straightforward. Be prompt, be prepared, be productive, be professional. We are in a career prep class after all, and be polite. We all know there are changes about this school year we aren't so thrilled about, but our collective attitudes are going to determine how much learning and fun times happen here each day. Your daily instruction will always be displayed on the Promethean at the front of the class. You'll kick off each class with a warm-up that's related to the unit material, then we'll move forward together through the lesson for the day. On flip days, the days you're learning remotely, and flex days, Fridays, you'll find everything you need on our television production Blackboard site. Watch the TVP on Blackboard video to walk you through the basics of how virtual learning will work through that platform. So you might be wondering how COVID is going to affect filming projects. While our student shows and film projects might look different, we are still fully capable of creating meaningful content. A lot of this will be done through independent projects in the beginning of the year, and then working together safely distanced and through remote video projects as you get more familiar with camera angles and different programs. One big change, if you had me in the past, is now I'm saying bring your phone. We will be incorporating smartphones, iPads, and other tech devices to get projects done in a new way. This isn't just to make it easier for our flip and flex days, but to also reflect what's happening in the television and film industry right now. So if you have a smartphone, iPad, Chromebook, or personal camera, bring it and bring the accessories you need to connect it to your student computer. We'll still be using class gear, but this will be done on an alternating basis to keep things fresh and clean. Before I sign off this video, I want you to know a couple of things about me, not just as your teacher, but as a person. I am passionate about watching you learn in this class and potentially take the first step toward a career in television or film. This is my 3rd year to teach television production after 12 years of working as a television news anchor, reporter, and producer. I'm also married to a former newsie turned communications director, and we have 3 kids, Lila, Rose, and James, who are both 5 and just started kindergarten, and Adeline, who is 3. The mom side of me feels a lot of empathy for you in this season of life. I felt it with my own kids as I dropped them off to a school with teachers in masks, temperature checks, and static groups. Everything is different and everything keeps changing. Just know this class is a place where we will adapt and we will thrive. We are getting the privilege of recording history on video as it happens. I am so glad that you signed up for this adventure that will be the 2020-2021 school year.